Stick your bass in my face, stick your bass in my face. Everything you say is in very bad taste. Stick your bass in my face, stick your bass in my face. Only want to hear your ass because the top is a waste. What you say means nothing to me. Though you have a lovely bottom, that's all I wanna see. The words you speak should never be heard, it should come from your ass. Rest assured, stick your bass in my face, stick your bass in my face. Everything you say is in very bad taste. Stick your bass in my face, stick your bass in my face. Only want to hear your ass because the top is a waste. A wise man told me you're the cream of the crop, and to only love your bottom and never the top. Your mouth tells lies, but your ass speaks the truth. Bend over, baby, let your rear end be soothed. Stick your bass in my face, stick your bass in my face. Everything you say is in very bad taste. Stick your bass in my face, stick your bass in my face. Only want to hear your ass because the top is a waste.
Alright, we got a mic check here. Good to see you guys. Woo! Hey.
I think I was in deep voice mode there. Okay, well then. So here we are. And let's see. Well, I can't really see you guys right now, so I just want to say howdy to everybody. This way I could concentrate because it looks like we got ourselves a marathon. Lots and lots and lots of entries. Lots and lots of really kick-ass entries. So yeah, we've got a lot of guitar players to introduce and get to know and check out their soloing. So I'm not going to waste much time. I'm just going to let you know that I've shuffled this playlist randomly. So what comes out is what's going to come out. And from that point, we're going to, yeah, just break it on down. I understood that Rick Romanelli was a very big fan of the music. So yeah, Rick, definitely, you know, if you decide you want a CD of that, you just let me know. And of course, you know, I brought some cookies, right? lots of people earn lots of cookies, so we definitely got to make sure that we got enough cookies going around.
Cookies are very good.
Woohoo! So I'm psyched. I'm ready to dig into this. Not the cookies so much yet. Just had some Indian food for lunch, and so yeah, things are going to get awfully interesting in here in probably about a half an hour or so. But luckily, you folks don't have to endure that unless your speakers have a special smell mechanism in them. So anyways, woohoo! Let's get down to business, shall we? We're starting off here. What do we have? So we have Moot. I believe that this here is a Moot conglomeration or remix that goes along with Electric Gypsy Blues. And of course, these guys are going to be able to get much more of an introduction as time goes by. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and look at some sound levels as we go. So let's just go ahead and start this out. This here is a mashup of Moot and Electric Gypsy Blues. So let's get down to it and check out what we got going on. Sounds awesome. I think I'll have to change my video settings though. Things are going to get very positive. Wow. That's some solid riffage. And it just went to pause. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. Still a couple quick little technical issues, but I'm going to have this playing here shortly. And it looks like the only things that this is giving me is... Okay, so I got the quality set at 240. Now, obviously, I encourage you to jump on this playlist and follow the links to the actual players. And right now we have Moot, M-O-O-T, and Electric Gypsy Blues. If you're not subscribed to them, both these guys are absolutely incredible. And Moot put together this mashup so you can kind of get an idea of the two styles. So I'm going to pull this back just a slight bit there, and let's continue. Love that riffage. I believe that's Moot coming in stereo right there. Wow, it's like those two sat in a room together. Love that stereo guitar coming in there. Strengthening up that line with those tasty blues licks coming in from Electric Gypsy over the top. The real Hendrixy type tone. I believe that's a Univibe. Got a little fade out even. I love it. So yes, that's Moot and Electric Gypsy Blues, and you're going to be seeing more of them in their actual full-blown entries. So now we're on to James Fontana, who's a relative newcomer to the scene, This guy could play, and he's got his own signature guitars as well. And you'll be able to tell by his guitar tone. Now, I've set these low quality so that I could stream. So, here we go. Hear that tone from that signature guitar? Oops. I tried to close the preview window. Hear that? It's almost got like Stevie Ray Vaughan-ish type tone. That was awesome. So that's James Fontana. He's a relative newcomer to the scene. If you guys, my system is lagging a little bit, so thanks for bearing with me here. I don't have the world's fastest graphics card, unfortunately. Okay. Should be paused. I'm going to take a quick little break for a second, so give me just a moment and I'll be right back. And I won't subject you to the strange music. So give me just 1 sec. Woo! Yes, sirree. I'm not gonna lie. Looks like that Indian food kicked in a bit. I'm a bit light and lively now. So, anyways, nobody was chicken. Just so you know, nobody was chicken. You are all brave, bluesin' buds, except the budettes. I don't know if they're chicken. I have no idea, but Chicken Jack here got together with his big, beautiful lady, Big Bertha. And they had a chick. I think she kind of inherited the figure, or whatever. But nevertheless, the chicken family's here. And, yes, so now there are chicks. So anyways, okay, Indian food stuff out of the way. Now I think we're going to move on. Who is next on our playlist? Joe Wentz, the Joe Wentz Project. This guy is a prominent YouTuber. He is a absolutely fantastic guitar player. I've had the opportunity to actually be able to hang out with him and his buddy Dave as well when on Dave's live stream. So much props to him. He is influenced by none other than Edward Van Halen. And it's very, very, very hard to be able to kind of grasp the elements of what Eddie was doing. And Joe has his own style, but you could hear the elements of Eddie in there. And what makes his playing so interesting is the fact that he's able to kind of combine that with some Hendrix influences and stuff like that, making it his own sound. And so without further ado, definitely Joe Wentz. Here's a guy who puts out quality videos, quality audio, and he's just an all-around great guy. And I'm glad that he made an entry for this challenge. So let's go ahead and check out his entry. Kick back, relax, and enjoy. I apologize for any video lags. Definitely go on to the playlist to catch the video in full quality. Oh yeah. That tone. Rock part. There it is. Ha! Right when I first heard it, I was doing this. That phrasing is just amazing. Oh yeah. A little nod to Eddie right there. Dude is a beast. Woo, God, the hand, man. Total applause. Joe Wentz. That's the Joe Wentz project. There might be a little lag here. I'm hoping, yeah, okay. Joe Wentz. So, there you go. Need I say more? The dude is a complete and total beast of a player. Now, I'm going to introduce you to somebody who is one of the best kept secrets on YouTube. And I really want to give him a proper introduction before I actually start his video. This is One-Eyed Jack. I came across him somewhere in my travels on YouTube, and I was completely floored by his playing. This guy could play a guitar like nobody's business, and he does it kind of in the Jeff Healey fashion, the way he holds the guitar. He's got some stuff up there that's got like Sean Lane type stuff. You know, he kind of has relatively, basically, a handful of subscribers. Not a lot of people know about him. And when he put in an entry for the Blues Challenge, I was completely stoked because I'm like, wow, this is awesome. Could introduce him to a whole new audience. So, yeah, if you guys can hop on there, check out his channel, subscribe to him. He's, I don't know what to say. I'm just going to go ahead and let you guys listen to what this guy can do. He is absolutely amazing. So check him out. Here we go. Get lost in what he's doing. Don't believe he can. I think he's totally blind, from what I understand. And listen, we don't need our eyes, man. We just need our heart, and he brings it. One-Eye Jack. And that's just a taste of what he can do. I got on his channel. He plays Eruption note for note. Whoops. Sorry. That's the only thing about doing these types of things. For some reason, it's taking up a lot of space, and I need a light browser or something. I mean, of course, we get to hear a little bit more of One-Eye Jack's guitar stylings. Okay. I'm not sure what it's doing now. I believe we're going to be on the EJ's guitars here in a moment. We all know and love EJ's guitars. But I wanted to, I just wanted to say, definitely check out One-Eye Jack, FFS. Now we're on to EJ. He's introduced me to this entire community. I wouldn't know you guys if it weren't for him. This guy, he's a legend, so, and he's got legendary picks. Here he goes. I think. Without the delay, sorry. It's so laggy. Sorry, EJ's guitars. My goodness. I can't see you guys in the chat here, so I'm just, I'm thinking somehow I'm making this too big in the window. So, let's see. Bear with me here. Maybe I can make it smaller or something. I know last time it seemed to go kind of without a hitch, so... I don't know. What's mini player? How mini is mini player? Let's find out. Because I want to be able to hear him without like lagging and buffering and all this stuff. There's a mini player. Okay. Okay, maybe we could do that, and then I could just utilize my magic powers of technology and bring it down here. Okay. We'll get this going. Gotta love OBS. It works really well. but when you're live streaming, generally things tend to take up a lot of space. And because I'm on a laptop, that can make it a little bit more difficult to get everything going. But that's okay. We're going to get EJ here. All right, EJ, we're making it really small, and then we're going to blow you up. Well, not literally, you know what I mean. This. Working out the technical kinks here. Okay. EJ, prepare. Ah! EJ's guitars. There he is. Now let's see if we could get ourselves some non-buffered playing. And eventually I'll try to hammer this out. This is only the second challenge, if you will. And I really like to cover what the players do in depth. I think it's great for the guitar players, and it's great for me too, because I could observe everything that you guys are doing, learn from you, steal your licks. So I'm going to be stealing some of EJ's licks. I hope you don't mind, EJ. And here we go. EJ's guitars. And I believe he starts it off with an intro. And let's get out of the buttons here. Go away, buttons. Bye-bye, buttons. Let's EJ put those on there. No, I don't think so. There we go. Ah! How did I make them go away? Here we go. There we go. Ah. Love that tapping lick. Look at that setup. There we go. Ah. I could never do that. EJ, you gotta do a lesson on how to do those volume swells, man. Sounds so cool. Just some ferocious fretwork. I love that. I love that. I mean, EJ is a true rocker in every sense, even down to just, I mean, he's just a funny dude. I love EJ's guitars. You friggin' rock, man. And you did an awesome job. And I love the fact that you brought a really real rock influence to this. It's really nice to see. So our next player, let's see. Now it won't tell me because I can't look at that, and that's how I got this player small. So it's a trade-off. So who do we have here? God, I'm drawing a blank. Who is next in the list? We're trying to run a professional organization here. Trying to run a nice big professional show. Who's next in the list? Who is next in the big playlist? The big playlist, the big playlist. I can't work this newfangled technology. Okay, well, we're going to go back to the big player. I'll just hope that not many people did really high quality videos.
See how many cookies we can get,
Oh, goodness. I know exactly who this is. Oh, hang on. Hang on, hang on. Stop the show. Stop the show. Maybe. I'm half tempted to just shut this browser down and start again. Come on, stop, 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 stop. Thank you. Become one with technology. For one thing, this screen is just way too big. Exit full screen. So what does it do? But it gives me full screen. YouTube. How I love YouTube. I'm going to blame YouTube. It's my fault. I didn't make allowances for the type of space that this is going to need. Okay. This here, if I could get the screen up. Digit Hollis. He is one of the funniest guys I know. He did this video. I watched it in the morning. It was like one of the first things I saw when I got up. And I completely laughed my ass off. All my wife could hear from going from across the place was just this, ah! I mean, yeah, I totally lost it when I saw this video. And he's musically brilliant. He's extremely well-versed in music theory. Basically, pretty much has a scary level knowledge of music theory. And at the same time, a really good sense of humor. Well, Digit Hollis doesn't play the guitar. Digit Hollis plays the PC keyboard. So literally takes the PC keyboard and turns it into a musical instrument in and of itself. I got to meet Digit Hollis back when I did the Funk Challenge. And, boy, this one did not disappoint. Let me tell you, neither of them did. But this one, really, Digit Hollis took it to a whole brand new level. My mind was just totally blown. And he actually even figured out the Jamolian scale. So sometimes I like to slip that in on my live streams on Sundays. And nobody seems to catch it. Well, Digit Hollis caught it. Knows the actual scale, and now you get to hear it in its full glory, if you will. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get to Digit Hollis's video. This is going to be a treat.
See how many cookies we can get, right?
Digit Hollis, my man, that's for you. Got it down. That's the Jamolian scale. There you go, showing the Dorian tonality over the top. I have no idea how he does this. I love it because it's like a walk through music theory and how it could be applied over a progression. That's right. That, my friends, is cookie worthy. Digitalis. That is cookie worthy. Next on our list, he almost needs no introduction whatsoever. We've got an intro. That should give me a chance to give it a pause, because I'm going to give him an introduction regardless. Ed Dana. Ed Dana is such a fixture on the YouTube scene. As a matter of fact, he's really kind of one of the architects I see of the YouTube scene. He's basically one of the cornerstones. And I put him up there with all the greatest in terms of somebody who has just a whole wealth of awesome content and awesome guitars. He has a whole wealth of just these fantastic guitars. Well, this time around he brings the Telly. Telly's one of the guitars on my Christmas wish lists one of these days, and so it's nice I could actually hear it over a progression that I had put together. So and Ed and Linda, they do a lot of jams, and it's really cool because I'll see them come up with a track, and I like to throw down on their background tracks. And Ed has an awesome band, the Hush Band. If nobody's subscribed to him yet, if you haven't subscribed to him yet, I know a lot of people are subscribed to him, but if you're not, definitely subscribe to him. Subscribe to EJ's Guitar. Subscribe to Digitalis, One Eye Jack, Joe Wentz Project. But yeah, Ed Dana is he's really cool, and I'm pretty much hooked on his live streams too. So anytime I could catch one of his live streams, I get on there. It's a blast just to hang out with him, and I love what he did with this one. So let's go ahead and check out his entry. Twang, you know? A Telly twang. Rambler! Woohoo! make me feel like I'm sitting listening to a live band, man. Right there. It picks it up the intensity. Ed Dana, man, that was an awesome entry. I love the sound of that telly, and I love the way you just picked it up and started rocking out with the dynamics and the lyrics, man. You got, like I said, I felt like I was sitting listening to a live band when I heard it. So, yeah, always a treat. Thanks so much. And the next entry is somebody else that not a lot of you know. As a matter of fact, I just got to meet him. And actually, he and I are going to be probably doing a collab down the line as well. I heard this guy play, and I'm like, all right, well, he plays a lot like I do. He throws in a lot of this kind of certain sort of wild, crazy vibe. And so I immediately clicked, right, with when I heard his playing. I'm like, wow, okay. I'm almost like hearing like a playback is something I may have, I may have tried to come up with, but he actually succeeded in doing it. The D strings, and he's from France, and he plays in a band called Square Tones. I may have the band name wrong. Now all of a sudden it's not coming to me. I have my clipboard here, but I didn't put him on there. Darn it. Because I was so busy watching him actually play his entry. I think I watched it about 3 or 4 times already. And now I'm going to be watching it again, and so will you. His name is the D Strings. That's what he's going by. Plays in a band in France. And I'm about to introduce most of you to him, because you probably don't know him. So we're in for a big treat. Here we go. It should queue up in a moment. Watch this. Look at those triplets. Nice. Nice little float there. And that tone, you know? Listen to that. He's bending one string to get that. It's like a harmonica line. Lydian line right there. Oh yeah, nasty. That was just purely. Oh, who can resist? How would that sound like in the deep voice mode, would you say? Kazoo's off to you, my friend. That was freaking awesome. You know, I told him, you know, I said I was actually planning on doing one with a kazoo one of these days. And I saw that. I was like, all right, yeah, that totally resonated with me. I guess the guy at the music store, he was eyeing the kazoos, and his girlfriend was like, no. So the guy at the music store actually hooked him up with one for on the house. He gave him that kazoo. So it came to good use. And so anyways, his name is the D-Strings. And definitely check out his channel. I'm sure he's going to have more stuff up there. He's just kind of started with this. Because he has it under his band's channel, but he does have his band name up there, I do believe. And for the life of me, it just kind of left my brain right now. But I'm going to be seeing more from him, and you'll be seeing more from him too, because we actually do have plans to do a collab in the future. So looking forward to that. Our next player, we're going to be having something really entirely different. He sort of takes... What came to me, what kind of hit me from his entry was that it felt almost like John Scofield. You know what I mean? It's kind of like sort of like a jazz fusion and rock mixture together. But with this really kind of wild, high-speed, heavy chorus going on. And yeah, it's going to blow your mind. So here we go. Andy Thomas, everybody. Andy Thomas is the next entry. And he really takes it to a whole new realm. So, yes, we are in for a treat. He's getting ready. He's about to move in. And here it goes. Hope you have stereo headphones on. That's so wild. Just transports you to another place entirely. He hit that pickup switch. I mean, wow. Otherworldly. My ears are just like... It's like two tones going on. I love it. It's fantastic. Woo! That big note just comes right in, and I mean, that's like, for anybody listening to headphones, you should pause here in a moment. Seems like it's going on repeat. There it goes. So, I don't know. I'm sitting here. I'm listening to it in stereo headphones. I know last time when I did the funk challenge, it didn't come stereo, but I want to give an intro. So, YouTube, please stop. Don't load anything yet. Because the next one is Dunzy's Guitar World. And this was one of those entries that I'm watching, and I'm like, wow. He made me want to go back and pick up my guitar and do lots of practicing. So Dunzy's, thank you so much. Calluses on my fingers, I attribute to you. You pretty much sent me back to the woodshed. And this doesn't need a whole hell of a lot of huge intro, because basically I want you guys to hear this. This is some fantastic guitar playing. Bottom line. Yeah, very inspiring. So here we go. Dunzy's Guitar World, everybody. This boy can play. It's cookie worthy, man. So good it's scary. That thick Les Paul tone. Woo! That right there. That harmonica-like bend, tap, that was sick. You hit that high 24 fret E. That's Dunzy's Guitar World. And that was one hell of an amazing entry. Let's see. Now, will it go to pause or will it go to play? I'm going to hit the pause now so I can introduce the next one. Mitch Heyman. Any quality that you see whatsoever in my streams or videos or whatever can be attributed to him. He suggested what camera to get, some settings on my OBS and everything. I just cannot, I cannot thank him enough. And not only does Mitch know his video, but he knows his guitar as well. He's a fantastic live streamer, fantastic guitar player, he knows a whole wealth of songs, and I'm so glad that he hopped in here and put an entry to this blues challenge. So yeah, we're definitely in for a treat with him. Mitch Heyman, everybody. Here we go.
Make me want to eat cookies.
A little bit of a nod there to Sultans of Swing. That's called Swing Foo.
Swing Foo.
Now this is an exercise in polytonality. Makes it trippy. That phrasing is really, really awesome. Nice little pedal point there. I know he was studying some Stevie Ray Vaughan recently, and he definitely brought some of those blues influences into the track. So, yeah, always a treat, Mitch. Thank you for your awesome entry, my friend. And Mitch is, but of course I know what you want to play more, Mitch. I don't blame you. I want to play more too. YouTube wants to play you more. But I need to hit the pause button so that this way I can... I hit the pause button and it takes about 20 seconds. There it goes. I think it's paused now. Because the next player I get to introduce, thrash metal and fun riffs. You know, a live stream is never quite...
Alright, so you took the funk challenge. You're kung...
Hang on. I want to introduce thrash metal and fun riffs. Dude's a great friend of mine. This guy's great. No live stream is complete without thrash metal and fun riffs. Oh yeah, I caught your comment too about the bot bass player. Yeah, I know. Bots are cool though, you know. One of these days we'll be able to hack the bots. That'll be a lot of fun. But anyways, okay, that's for another time. But anyways, so thrash metal and fun riffs. Well, he actually going back. EJ's also has a thrash metal guitar challenge out there where he's inviting people to come on up there and throw down some thrash metal licks over his thrash metal backing track. So by all means, I definitely recommend everybody to go do it. I did it. Thrash Metal and Fun Riffs did it. His solo was a resounding hit, and with good reason, because he really kind of constructed this beautiful melodic metal solo over it. I'm a big fan of this guy's playing. He's got so many cool videos up, and not just guitar. He covers a lot of different things. He's even got a really cool video of dogs, and it's really neat to actually go and see all these different dogs, and they bow down to him. They worship thrash. They're thrash worshipping dogs, and we all love dogs, so that's cool. Good to see. But in this one, thrash brings the thrash. So, without further ado, thrash metal and fun riffs, everybody.
Ooh, very good. Now let's try a new kind of kung fu. A swing fu. Can you blues? Can you swing? See how many cookies we can get, right?
Need some milk. Here we go. He's got that evil flying V. I love the camera and camera. I can't help but headbang to that now. That is so cool and so trippy. Totally with the dynamics of the progression. Right back into the middle. That's some insane whammy work. Thrash metal and fun riffs. That was like a sort of a Joe Satriani meets Kerry King meets Buckethead fast tapping there at the end. Full on metal tonality. We just gotta love metal. You know what I mean? Metal is just something else. And thrash, you totally brought it, man. So thanks for bringing the thrash to the blues. Woohoo! Thrash metal and fun riffs, everybody. Our next entry is John Leon, and he's a very tasty player. So he's gonna definitely bring it to a brand new kind of vibe, and this is just something that we just kind of need to tune in. I say tune in, turn on, and drop out, one of those type of things. And so yep, we are in for a treat. John Leon, everybody, check him out. When it loads, of course. John Leon. You'll see me, but it's really John Leon playing the guitar. Such an in-your-face guitar sound. so musical and melodic. It just draws you in as a listener, you know what I mean? His playing is just so smooth. I really like that tone. It's like a plexi with half gain, and he really knows how to sort of work that in with the blues lick. Oh, I missed the licks at the end. John Leon. He is a hell of a nice guy, and he's a hell of a great player. And if you're not subscribed to his channel, definitely get subscribed to his channel. You're in for a big treat. He's got a lot of cool stuff on his channel. And I'm really glad that he hopped in here and got involved. Another great friend of mine, Craig Flowers. Good old Craig. This guy is uber talented. And lately, I've been watching a lot of his piano improvisation videos, and my mind's been totally blown. I mean, he's like a genius classical composer, and he kind of mixes in sort of. There's almost like some jazz influences there and contemporary influences all together in his piano playing, and he just does these improvs off the top of his head, and they sound like these elaborate compositions. I mean, the guy is smart, and he is really, really a great guitar player. I love his approach on the guitar. I think last time around, I was trying to, sort of keep, I don't know what it was in terms of the space, but I know I kind of got a little caught up in the entries. Well, this time around, Craig goes ahead and he puts together 2 entries on here. Well, we're gonna be treated to both. So kick back, relax, and enjoy. His first entry will be his rhythm track. His second entry is going to be him playing lead over the rhythm track, and it turns out that they're both in one video. So I've got my cookies and milk. I certainly hope you guys are eating something or drinking something, or your food of choice, your drink of choice, whatever. Hope you got your guitars out and are just chilling, because that's what we're doing together today on this fine Saturday afternoon. So without further ado, my good buddy, Craig Flowers, let it rip. Eventually. Now. Just about. Here we go. Craig Flowers. There goes that telly. That's just sick. Love that bent note. I do believe that warrants another cookie right there. Something about that Telecaster tone is just amazing. especially when you get a bent note on a low E. You've got some kind of delay going on too. And I feel like I'm sitting in the studio right now. See, Craig, if I came over there, we'd just spend hours just jamming. That'd be awesome. He's making it live. Now in a moment, you're going to be able to enjoy this with some lead work over the top of it. Then you can see how that rhythm interacts with the actual solo. I think Craig wanted us to see the process, so we're in the process. Now we get to hear it. Oh yeah. Yeah. I want a telly. I want a telly. It's just so down and dirty, you know? Nice fast flourish. That's just on fire. Craig Flowers. So that's there in the studio. And that's one of those videos you feel like you're there in the studio with him. So that was a very awesome entry. It's nice to hear that telly tone. It's like Ed Dana had brought his telly, and that was sweet what Ed did, and Craig brought his own unique approach to it. Yeah, for some reason that song seems to just scream for a telly somehow, because that sounded awesome. So good job, Craig Flowers. Always great to have you, and I'm really glad you joined in on this challenge. Our next entry is the Picker Hat. And the Picker Hat, as many of you know, he's just he's an awesome guitar player, and he's also awesome with like editing videos together and stuff like that. He's able to somehow stick himself into these medieval rooms and stuff. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't even begin to know how the heck he does this with these videos, but they're just always so captivating to watch. And he's also really kindly helped me out in terms of making sure that I didn't miss any entries. So to his best ability, he'd sometimes swing by the playlist and go, "Hey, didn't such and such make an entry?" And I'm like, "Oh shoot!" When I thought I had put them in, apparently I don't know if I just didn't hit the button right or whatever. And actually, one of them was really kind of funny because I guess it must have rolled to a recommended video, and it turned out it was a Fender ad of some sort. So somehow I had like taken a Fender ad as an entry to this thing. But so yeah, he corrected me. So thank you, the Picker Hat. But we get right down to it. Now the Picker Hat actually did 2 parts on this, which is really cool. He did a rhythm and a lead, just like Craig Flowers did. So you'll be able to kind of see him doing those both at the same time too. So let's go ahead and check it out. Woo! That Indian is kicking in. Maybe it's the cookies mixed with the Indian. We're in for a very interesting night. All right, here we go. The Picker Hat. You probably got a high quality video. So if it trips up a little bit on the system, still, just check out the actual links too. Really nice playing. Hear those chords underneath? Underneath that really burning lead. I really think he's a studio cat. He's one of those guys they call in a ringer. You know what I mean? That gets on those recordings and makes them sound awesome. He's that type of player. Feel every note that he's playing. Love those chords right there when you do that transition. You have to tell me what those are, because that sounds awesome. Here it goes again. That's the blues, man. Whew. I got the chills. I mean, when that sends goose pimples on the arms, you know it's good. I mean, my hair is like standing on end on the arms. It was that good. I mean, that was friggin' rock solid, man. Awesome. The Picker Hat, everybody. That's a good round of applause. I mean, the way you picked it up and you just got into it and you just felt those notes. I mean, I could feel it. You know what I mean? So, whew, man, oh man. Awesome, dude. The Picker Hat. Next up is a treat. His namesake has blues in it. Blues Rocker 6L6GC. He is a fantastic guitar player. Great friend of mine. You know, I always look forward to seeing what he does, and I'd been waiting for his entry, and I definitely was not disappointed. This guy is a fantastic player, and here we go. Blues rocker, everybody. Let it rip when it does. It'll probably do that little thing. Buffering. Buffering. Slide intro. Hear that tone? He transports you back. Whew, that's slide work. Oh, the goosebumps continue. The way those ideas just weave through, just captivating. That harmonic work, whew, just amazing. Cheers, man. Hey, he just lit it on fire. Cut off that last note there. Gotta get that in. That's called lighting it on fire. And yeah, so that's the blues rocker right there. Blues rocker 6L6GC. Sub his channel. That dude is a beast. Our next one, PGH Live Jams. I'm going to try to pause it here so I can give him a proper intro, or the best intro I can. He's somebody who I just got relatively newly acquainted with as well. And PGH is a great guitar player. Very, very, very tasty, very moving solo on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into it here. I'm looking forward to showing this one off to you guys. Really nice stuff. Now, some of the video stuff, like I said, I really like to encourage you to just go on the playlist to the original link, because his imagery on this is really good. But I have to show it kind of lower quality, so that you can see me and all that stuff together at the same time. But nevertheless, he's got his golden guitar, and check this out. almost a Santanish kind of tone. That with that fractal art, it just goes together perfectly. With, of course, some nice Saturday coffee. Just beautiful. Beautiful playing. That tone is amazing. Love that guitar tone. I've never really heard a tone like that. That's very unique. Just in its voicing. And the phrasing is just beautiful. That was really, really cool. Very, very nice entry. Nice art, too. I love the blend of the art along with the music. You know, like I said, in this premiere here, I can't really do it much justice in terms of visually because of the fact I'm trying to keep the quality to a point that I can stream without it, you know, the audio getting caught up too much. But I gotta say, man, that was a real treat. The tone that you had on that guitar was really something else. I really can't actually, you know, normally, sometimes you could kind of peg a tone, you know what I mean? Like, you could peg a Strat pretty well, you could peg a Paul, whatever. But that Godin guitar, something about it, it's just got this really unique tone going on. And the preset that you're using in that, you know, that bit of verb, and it sounded like the tone was kind of dialed down a bit, so it just kind of had that sort of mossy kind of tone to it. It was really nice with this kind of Santana-ish type phrasing as well. Indian food, woohoo! Remind me not to have Indian food before I live stream again. Okay. I bet you anything, those of you hardcore people who are just kicking back and chilling with me are probably going to spend the rest of your evening thinking dun da 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 dun 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 da 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 dun 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 dun. I know I will be. But that's the goal of this, is that we take this, you know, common progression, and then we're able to see what everybody's doing. And I tell you what, I mean, I had no idea what the outcome was going to be. I just figured I'd try a challenge. You know, I got inspired by EJ's challenges. I always tried to jump on those, and I'll tell you what, it's pretty darn cool. It's really cool to be able to hear just all you fantastic guitar players coming in and laying down stuff. It's a real treat, and I'm really just honored to be among you guys, and I'm honored to be able to show off your videos and react to them, because this is pretty much the way I react to them in the mornings when I see all your stuff that you just put up there, and now I get to do it on entries, you know, over a track I laid down. So I'm honored you guys came and did this, and yeah, so without further ado, let's continue. We've got more. The show is not over, folks. Not in the very least. David Espinoza. That's how I remember his name. He has changed it. Cosas de a Guitarra, which is, I know guitarra is Spanish for guitar. And he does a lot of cool stuff. He owns a lot of cool guitars. he can play the living hell out of a guitar, and he does a lot of really cool instructional videos. And so I've actually been referring to him quite a bit when I need to pump up some of my modal knowledge, and I appreciate that. I mean, they're free guitar lessons, you know what I mean? You get up on there, and this guy can teach. He could really teach. And so without further ado, my buddy David Espinoza, who's now going by Kosas DE Guitarra, which I can't roll my R's properly, but I think you could read that. So for those of you who can roll your R's really well, that's the name. And now we're going to go ahead and get his take on this challenge once it, of course, finishes buffering. Here we go. Now we're in David's studio. My buddy, David Espinoza. Sorry about the buffering. Ah. Woo! Yeah. Can he play or can he play? God, and that tone, man. Oh my God. It's a semi-hollow. Woo! See the way he's following that dynamic? That's exactly what I was hoping to hear. Just something like that over that top. Goosebumps. It's like jazzy. Oh man. Right on, man. That was awesome, dude. David Espinoza, aka Kosas DE Guitarra. Guitarra. One of these days I'll get good at rolling my R's. But you know what I mean. Yeah, check out his channel. That's how he plays. He's got a hell of a guitar rig there. He's got a hell of a studio, and you know, he put together that audio and just made it, you know. So, yeah, absolutely fantastic. Which leads me to our next entry that I'm seeing here. Another man who, to me, has become synonymous with a phenomenal guitar tone. Somebody who goes out of his way to just really shape his guitar tones. He's got a beautiful approach to playing the guitar. Ever since I first met him, I remember he put up the stress-free challenge. I know, because I see that my folder in my project still has it. Stress-free challenge by Rick Romanelli. This guy has an excellent guitar collection, and I'm not sure how he goes about recording. I'd really love to see a tutorial on that. I'm sure he's probably got one up, so I'll have to peruse it. But if not, that's a request. Love to see it, because the way you get your guitar sounds is nothing short of amazing, and we're about to see that again right here. He has done an entry. Very honored to have him on board. So Rick Romanelli, everybody. Another cornerstone of our guitar community. There it goes. Love that intro. Here we go. Get ready. How'd you think of that, man? This is the definition of swing foo. Like a 5th degree black belt in it. Another studio cat. Perfect. Catch that? So much attitude. That's like the perfect blend of taste and attitude. Yes, thumbs up him, subscribe to him. I liked it. If I could hit like a 20 thumbs up, I would. I love that entry. That was just fantastic. Rick Romanelli, man, it's always great to have you on board, dude. And that was, I really like how you sort of took us through the paces of the Strat. You know what I mean? He had the bridge pickup where it was quiet. He went to that neck pickup, and then he went to the bridge pickup. I mean, really, really nice tour of the Strat, if you will, showing us exactly what it could do. Next up, XMM. He's another kind of relative newcomer. I would say, I want to say newcomer in terms of newcomer as the way I see them, because he's a relative new friend of mine. This guy, he's a younger dude, and man, can he play. He's got some serious skills. His guitar went south. His electric guitar went south on him. So when we say the brave, bluesy buds and budettes, in this case, he was brave, because he said, okay, fine, I'll take my acoustic guitar and do this. And he actually also did that on EJ's Thrash Challenge as well. And he also did a fantastic job on that. His playing is great, and he picks without a pick. So he uses these fingers, and he picks like that, and it's just amazing to see. And the result that he gets is phenomenal. So without further ado, XMM, everybody. Here we go. Probably going to take a moment to buffer, but that's okay. So watch what this guy does with the acoustic guitar. Wow. Not even just the instrument, but the actual approach is almost kind of a flamenco. Love that chord work. And the passing notes. Sounds perfect with it, man. See, and he's really contouring the bass line. He's giving you all different looks at it. Some diminished in there. Ripping it up. Like a Dorian perspective there, right to the blues. And some shred. XMM. Dude, you could play. He's like, I know, I wish I had the electric. Oh, well, that sounded friggin' awesome just as it was. I wouldn't change a thing, man. That was really cool. XMM, everybody. He could play. So if you haven't had the opportunity to subscribe to his channel, by all means, I highly recommend that you do. He could play, and he's just starting to build up content pretty much as we speak. So I'm just looking so forward to what he comes up with. Check out all the stuff that he's got on there so far, and that approach without the pick it's amazing. You know, I tried to do that. I tried to do like he did, and I ended up with a fingernail that kind of goes down like that. So XMM, if you ever decide to put up a tutorial, I am all ears. I will kick back and I will watch that lesson video on how you pick like that. That would be so cool. You know, hint, hint, hint. XMM, man, he can play. Next up is another one of my brand new friends. His name is Moot, M-O-O-T. Now you won't see him in the video. He's kind of a mysterious character. He's got this mystique about him, and it's interesting because he actually did sort of a post entry on the old funk challenge I had done. So I think that was really the first thing I actually heard from him. And I was blown away. If you've ever listened to David Bowie, Fashion, that song Fashion, and I guess probably the whole album too, so I've been told, but I know Fashion immediately. Robert Fripp played on that. And he kind of brought that real Frippish type vibe. So I went ahead and I put him into the Fearless Funk and Friends playlist, even though this was long after I had actually done the premiere of that. So if you get a chance, definitely check it out, or check out his channel, because he does have it on there. And this guy he's got a hell of a way of recording. Fantastic songwriter. He's got some stuff up there that just blew my mind, that had almost kind of a Sabbath type vibe. And I'm like, you know what? I would totally get that album. And then, of course, he lays down guitar in this. And, yeah, multi-talented, mind-blowing. Yeah, so let's go ahead and hear him. His name is Moot, M-O-O-T. So hop on there, subscribe to his channel, and here we go. Let's let him rock. Eventually, once it loads. Oh, I actually could have hit the play button. I'm technologically challenged. I'm sorry. That's why it was best that I couldn't see all the stuff, because then I'd be talking to you guys and we'd last here for like 10 hours and we don't want to do that. So here we go. Hope you got the headphones on. See that? A triplet? I couldn't have thought of that. Love that. He plays those 6 couplets, you know. Perfect.
Swing Foo.
The sense of timing is impeccable. And the phrasing and the attitude and the sound. I mean, it's just huge stereo. Right at the end there, all of a sudden it went into like kind of a different stereo where it was highlighted more on the left channel. I mean, that's just amazing. He made the guitar huge and thick. And most of the time what happens is I try to do that and I'll end up kind of losing some attack and things like that. Not Moot. Moot was able to make the guitar sound absolutely huge, and yet he never lost that attack or the dynamic definition on the notes, really. So, yeah, we can't see you, Moot. You're not on here. We don't know what you look like. You're this mysterious enigma. And I'm certain that we're probably going to be seeing Moot here before long. Or either that or he'll choose to remain a mystery guitar player. Maybe he's a big-time dude and he just doesn't want to let us know. Deep thoughts. Moot. Ah. Well, in that case, we all must subscribe to Moot. Because one day, we're going to be like, I knew him. Dude, you could play, man. That was friggin' awesome. Thank you very much. Next up, 2 and 3 chord jams. Another one of the funniest people I know. Just an absolutely great guy, Don. Old friend of mine. I've been subscribed to him for a long time, and I was just so happy to see him come on here and lay down some blues for us. He's another one that just kind of takes you into his studio. I feel like I've been there, you know what I mean? Yet I haven't, but I've watched so much of his stuff and just really enjoyed so much of what he's laid down in his studio. And this is a real treat. So here we go. Don, 2 and 3 chord jams. My man. Here we go. Go Ravens. Next time.
All right, take 2. This is Jimmy's Blues, Guitar Science. Let's start it over. Having a lot of troubles here, but we'll give it a go.
I know how it feels, Don. I have mine too. That's a sweet guitar. Something about his playing is hypnotic. You know what I mean? Kind of just draws you in. That delay and everything, it just... Love his high bends. You know that, Don. I'm always commenting on those high bends you hit. I love them. Right there. He bends a high note as if he's on the low fret of a G or something. I mean, man. Cookies for you, man. That was a nice run. Right on, Don.
Anyway, Jimmy, cool progression you came up with, and hope that fits in somehow.
Hell yeah, it did. Did I also say, by the way, that he's modest? Don, you could play, man. That was friggin' awesome, dude. Next up, a man who I'd also like to go ahead and give a nice big introduction to. Many of you know him. He's very popular. Rightly so. Stafford's Music Studio, aka Dave. Great friend of mine. I got to join him and R2 and the Joe Wentz project. All three of them a few weeks back on his live stream, and let me tell you, that was a blast. We even hung out afterwards for a bit. You know, the post roll in their little green room there, and I got to really talk to Dave in depth about guitar and stuff like that, and it's just amazing how much he knows. He knows a whole lot about just a lot of things, so real blast to talk to. He's a blast to watch. He does a lot of really cool camera angles. He's got probably the most spacious studio I've seen out of everybody's, and He's another one that just kind of brings you into his studio. He did a killer version of Immigrant Song recently that was just amazing, that totally inspired me to do something. And he did that for a friend of his, Jerry, who's suffering from cancer. He's really reaching out to a lot of people. He just does some great stuff on the scene, and I'm just glad to know him, man. Really glad to know you, Dave. And now we get to check out your killer entry. So let's hear that badass PRS you got in action. So here we go. Stafford's Music Studio, everybody. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Definitely. Here we go. I'm sorry for any video lags. That's on my end. See the original for sure. Love that tone, that metal tone, man. This dude is a true rocker, by the way. In every sense, man. Woo! Makes that thing scream. That stereo delay. Beautiful phrasing. Whoa! That was sick! Shred the hell out of that thing, man. Dude, that's rock and roll right there. Stafford's Music Studio. Oh, I'll have to check out that Avenged Sevenfold one. Cool, man. Guitar and drum cover. Right on. See? Learn something day every new. And I've got the bell on you too, but I haven't been on too often here, so that's cool. I'm going to check that out as well. But yeah, man. Stafford's Music Studio. Subscribe to him. He's just a fantastic player, fantastic guy. He has so many cool videos up. Next up, Geraldo. And I'm not sure of the pronunciation of the last name. I just know him as, well, I say Geraldo. It's probably not Geraldo. It's more like Geraldo. Geraldo, I think of this like little short dude with this mustache. It's like Yosemite Sam or something. And he's always like, I'm talking here. No, I'm Geraldo. No. Right? No, he's not this guy. Different Geraldo. This dude can play the guitar. He can play the shit out of the guitar. And we are about in for a serious treat, because if you don't find yourself moved by this solo by the end of this, I don't know what to tell you, because this guy plays with so much heart and so much emotion. You'll see what I mean. Here we go. Don't eat cookies after Indian food. And don't have cookies and milk after Indian food. Trust me. Take my advice. Here we go. See, he's not Geraldo, is he? That shirt look familiar? Dunsies was wearing one too. I think it's the same tour, the 77 tour. Led Zeppelin. Friggin' awesome. Listen to this. Such a buttery tone, you know what I mean? Cool picnic list too. Invokes Jimmy Page around physical graffiti era, you know? That's an awesome slide right there. You know what I mean? It just transports you. Now here's a guy he's got heavy metal, he's got metal roots, you know what I mean? That's sort of the core of his influence. Yes sirree, back at you my friend. That's kind of the core of his influence. So twice now I've seen him step out of his comfort zone. He's fearless and he's brave. He's a fearless funkin' friend. Because he came out there and he kicked out the funk. And he's also came out and kicked out the blues. And he went ahead and tried to work them both in their natural idioms, which was really interesting. So yeah, he's really kind of stepped out of that, you know, that zone of metal where he comes from to kind of sort of dive headfirst into other forms of music. And you brought it, man. That was freaking awesome, dude. So... yes, great job. No, we thought EJ's entry, that was the last you were going to see of EJ. No, it was not. We get to see EJ's guitars again. Only this time, EJ's finds himself now adding this kind of vibe, if you will. Think of like a movie. This is the way we're gonna think of this. It's like a movie where they're doing kind of a narrative, and the movie's just starting, and the dude's like, "Yeah, and I was out here, blah blah blah," and you got this music going on underneath. his guitar lends such a perfect vibe to this, and it's Paul's Country doing more or less a vocal and like a voiceover over the top. So Paul's Country took this, and so it's essentially kind of like a remix, but it's with him. And this is Paul's Country's entry, and he chose EJ's guitars entry to go ahead and do this voiceover over. And this is one of those type things where you can just shut your eyes and just kick back and just get lost in it. So without further ado, check it out, Paul's Country. Should be coming up here in a sec. I love this. This is really cool. Listen to this voice. This guy's amazing. He could do movies and stuff like that.
Times are tough. Things are hard. My credit's so bad. Can't get a library card. Look in the mirror. Man, I need a shave. Razor's dull. Need new blades. I'm out of money. Out of luck. The repo man towed my truck. I thought it was mine. I'll ride the bus. It could be worse. It beats riding in the back of a hearse.
Agreed.
I never liked that car.
That requires a moment of thought. Because it is true. Without a doubt. Sure beats riding in the back of a hearse. Paul, you bring deep thoughts, my friend. That was Paul's Country. And that was a treat. Totally different vibe. So now we're starting to wind down. But we have a few more entries to go. Next up has blues in his namesake. Electric Gypsy Blues. He's from Chicago. And he actually has a lot of different influences. He's one of those type of players that you don't quite know what you're going to get out of him when you go to his channel. You could be pretty sure you're going to get a vein of blues, but he's always got surprises all the time. And that's why I'm just so captivated to his work and everything that he comes up with. And he's a fantastic player, fantastic guy. And I've gotten to hang with him a bit on live streams, both his, on mine as well. He's come on. And he's just a real pleasure to know and hang out and talk with and listen to. I love his playing, love his approach, and I love his tone. So here we go. My buddy, Electric Gypsy Blues, kicking it Chicago style. We got the Hendrix vibes happening. If I close my eyes, I can see Jimmy. That tone, man. And that phrasing. Woo! I believe that's a univibe as well. God, that thing sounds so good. That's how a real Chicago blues man does it. Love that trill. Can never figure out how they phrase like that, man. Let that note live. Ah. Electric Gypsy Blues. Man, what's that he's running into? Trying to figure out that head there. I'll have to look at the playbacks on there. Yeah, tell us your rig, Electric Gypsy. That'd be awesome. Sounded really good. Very natural. Very just in your face kind of sound, and with the coupled with that univibe, I mean, that was the real deal. That was friggin' awesome, man. So, yeah, man, Electric Gypsy, woo! Now we're on to another one who I've become friends with over the past couple months. This guy's amazing, and I believe he's starting to kind of build up some subscribers now. Because people are starting to stand up and take notice of him. An extremely talented individual. He writes some phenomenal songs. And he did my funk challenge, and he brought, he used the vocoder. Only one I've ever seen do that. And it was really inspiring to watch. And it was amazing because he was able to turn this instrumental song essentially into a vocal tune without actually doing vocals. So, Andy Dion. This guy is an amazing guitar player, an amazing songwriter, and he's got a really cool studio and a really good rig too. So, yeah, check out his video. We're definitely in for a big treat. And I love his approach that he used on this one. Andy Dion, you rock, my friend. So here we go. It should be loading here shortly. I was born with the blues. Yes, you were. Might buffer a bit. Was born with the blues, baby. Oh yeah. Old school Mississippi Delta type blues. I'm gonna have to ask you what tuning you used, man. That was awesome. Dude, that's rock and roll, man. That's sick riffage. Haha! Does stuff that's so different, you know what I mean? Everyone knows it's true. I was born with the blues. Andy Dion, everybody. That was friggin' cool as hell. Let's see if I could get the pause button hit here so I could set this one up properly. Yeah, man, that was really cool. And especially with the ability to vocode the acoustic guitar, run through distortion with the slide. That's why I'm using this cup right here. Absolutely. Because this was actually brought out by our next entry, which is Randy. Randy, I saw Randy's page. I was like, oh my God, man, he's got a lot of subscribers. Well, I checked out his page and I figured out why. I mean, this guy knows his guitars. I mean, he takes them apart. He takes you through each and every single thing. I mean, his content is absolutely off the chain good. So I'm glad to be a subscriber to his channel, and I can't wait to see more. I love that breakdown of the K guitar you did recently, with the dance in the front of it. That was really cool. But he takes you into his workshop, and you feel like you're in the workshop with him. Like it's just captivating. His videos. Well, his playing is raw, man. It's like, I really hope, if you're watching this, that you're listening to a lot of this through headphones, because, like this next one, Randy Schartiger, Schartiger, I know him as Randy. He is a fantastic guitar player. His channel has so much cool content on it, and I'm glad to know you, man. You're in for a real treat. So hopefully you got headphones on, or a really good set of stereo speakers, and hopefully I'm broadcasting this in stereo, because I know the last one I didn't, so it was really kind of funny. But nevertheless, we're in for a treat. Listen to the rawness of this guy's playing. I mean, this is... Basically, I want to say this is true rock and roll right here. House that never sleeps. Here it comes. Huge. I just wanted to put on my rock star face when I hear it, man. And it's panning across. Those harmonics. True master. It's like Paul Kossoff on steroids. That vibrato. That guitar is sweet too. Man, that's rock and roll right there.
All right, so you took the funk challenge.
Wait, hang on. I'm trying to do a pause here. Thanks for bearing with me. I'm like thinking aloud. Sorry, it's starting again, but give me a moment. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, so that's Randy. And like I said, I just got the opportunity to meet him recently, and I'm glad I did, and I'm really glad he threw down in this competition. He brought the blues, and he brought the rock. Now, I'm going to have to sort of do a little check to make sure that I didn't leave anybody out, because this here is the last entry that I have on my list. And it's my man, Rockin' Dave Byron, the real deal, from South Florida. Got to know him a while back. I jumped on his channel and I saw playing that just completely 100% blew my mind. And he's one of my favorite shredders, just period. I need inspiration, I go onto his channel and I watch some of his stuff. Well, what was it, last night? Here I was kind of sifting around through something I should put up. You know, I thought maybe it'd be nice to put something up on a Friday night. And so I recorded something, but I wasn't too inspired by it. And then, what do I see on my little dinger bell reminder there? Rockin' Dave Byron uploaded this jam with Rockin' Dave Byron. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. No friggin' way. So, of course, I had to take that one up. And I'm glad I did. Because, you know, he played so damn well on it that it pushed me to at least do the absolute best I could, shredding wise. And I don't know, I just get a lot of inspiration from this guy. He's just an extreme monster player, chops out the wazoo. He can play friggin' fast as all hell and yet turn right around, you know, and pull out the most deft melodic slow lines as well. I mean, he's just all around just a great player. He gets my total respect, and I'm glad that he took part in this challenge. I really am. So without further ado, Rockin' Dave Byron. Let's go to it. And let me tell you one more thing. This guy actually has the ability to friggin' throw flames from his hands, man. I don't know how he does it. And then reach over and play his guitar like nothing. I mean, my fingers would be all burnt up. I can't figure it out, but I don't know how you do it, man. The Chuck Norris of guitar, everybody. Rockin' Dave Byron. Here we go. We're not done. Edwin Crane is going to be coming up. I think he's the one that got replaced with a Fender commercial by accident. But nevertheless, right now let's concentrate on Rockin' Dave. We're not done yet. God, that bend, man. Woo! This guy brings swag and attitude into his playing. I love that. Following those dynamics. Haha! Love that. And that univibe sound is perfect. Rockin' Dave. Can hear the crowd cheering. Rock on and God bless, man. Yep. South Fort Myers. That guy, fantastic player. One of my favorite guitar players of all time. We're not done. No, we are not done. Because Edwin Crane is next. However, I have to get my playlist in order, so we're going back to one camera for a moment. There we go. Howdy, howdy. Give me a moment while I go ahead and get him queued up. And I've also got to make sure that he makes the playlist. I think that he's the one that I watched his video. I watched his video, and I guess it went to like a, what is that? A recommended video Fender crap? I don't know. I love Fender, but you know what I mean. It was nothing pertinent to my challenge. Oh, I see it right here. There it is. Okay. We got this. I got his video queued up. So it must have went to the post roll when I hit add. So I ended up with this Fender commercial basically in my playlist, which was kind of funny. Picker Hat let me know, but the problem was I didn't actually go back and replace it. I thought I had, and apparently I hadn't. So I'm going to save his entry onto the playlist. Edwin Crane is now in the playlist. But I got to make sure it's not set to high quality. Otherwise, it'll just sit here and buffer forever and ever and ever, and we don't want that. So, okay. So there we go. Now, I'm going to go to my other camera view. Is that an Ibanez Gem? That's a really cool guitar. Definitely a Steve Vai model. Tell by the handle. I believe that's a Gem. And that's a sweet guitar. And that's a cool set of rings too, man. Those are Rockstar rings right there. So, without further ado, my buddy Edwin Crane, got to know him on the live stream. Really nice guy. Just a cool dude. Really humble. He's like, his is, can you play the blues guitar challenge? No, I cannot. Oh, yes, you can, my friend. And we're about to find out. So, last but not least, unless there's somebody else that I missed, which I don't think so, but if there is, let me know. Somehow the word will magically get over to me. And here we go. Edwin Crane, everybody. He's got the rock star lights going on. Yes, you can blues. Man, those bends are sick. I remember his will be much higher quality when you see it on his channel. Subscribe to Edwin Crane. Brings such a cool rock and metal influence to it. Nice Aeolian runs over that, man. Love how you take that bend and bring it up to a cap, you know? And the rings are cool. Wow. Rock on. Edwin Crane. That dude is a beast of a guitar player. And it was so funny because I subscribed to him, and apparently I hadn't caught the bell, right? So I'm like, when am I going to see Edwin play the guitar? And then I got the notification of he wrote down, I put down the entry. Then I started perusing. I'm like, man, this guy can play. He's an amazing guitar player. So yeah, subscribe to his channel without a doubt. And I think at this point now I could kill the browser. So let's see. I think that's it. So let me just go ahead and kill the browser here. Then I might be able to take a look here. Oops. Oh, shoot. I need to use the mouse over there, though. So give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Well. All right. Edwin. Yes, I see you guys. See you guys live. John Leon. Hell yeah. Man, that was a fine few hours of awesome tunage. Yes, fully agreed. Did I miss anybody? If I missed anybody, please let me know now. I'll fire back up the browser, but otherwise I'll be signing out here in a bit. But I'm going to watch the playbacks so I can catch the entire chat as to what was going on. Tomorrow I'm going to be live at 3 p.m. Mountain Time doing my normal stream. Craig Flowers had requested maybe a nice run through of the equipment. So I was kind of trying to figure out what topic to do it on, and I thought that would actually be really good. So, yeah, definitely a cookie overdose, no doubt. So yeah, tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and run over the entire rig and, you know, of course do some live jams and all sorts of wildness as well. Pretty much the same format. It's just that I'm going to make sure that I cover some of that kind of end to end in terms of how the rig is run, so that for anybody who wants to play around with their gear and equipment, that should do it. But anyways, let me just give a huge round of applause to everybody. I mean, you guys all friggin' just tore it up. This was one hell of a blowout challenge. So any of these challenges I do, I'm going to try to kind of keep them a little more in this vein. I think that we got a lot of participation on it. And yeah, you know, One-Eyed Jack, I mean, this guy was a sleeper. He was a sleeper. We didn't even see him. And see you later, Rick. Have a good one, man. This guy just came from nowhere. So I'm glad that he's, you know, you guys have been able to kind of find him and find each other and everything like that, and get hooked up. And so in any event, I'm going to go ahead and be signing out at this point. I really appreciate you guys all coming on here. I'll watch some of the playbacks, and it was really good hanging with you. And thanks for just kicking back and listening to each other, man. You all friggin' just rocked. So I will catch you tomorrow at 3 o'clock normal time, my time. And awesome, man. Well, I'm glad you liked it. And I will see you tomorrow. So have a good one. Rock on. And as Mr. Byron says, God bless. Woohoo! Nice jams, guys. Take it easy.